Greetings and welcome to Bruce's Eclectic World. Today we're going to revisit our Debian respin of EznixOS. When we did the original video, all we did was install it, look around a bit, and that's it. We're going to do a few other things. First we're going to do an update, which we did not do. Sudo apt update. Enter the super secret password. Everyone is so lovingly always says. And looky there. We're all up to date. And it's been 4 or 5 days. Debian, slow and steady. Okay, with that done, we're going to exit here for now. I may need it back. Off camera, I did do a install of VirtualBox. And I also installed the guest editions. And I used this one. And I also set up a VirtualBox for EzArcher. I downloaded that off of Eznix Sourceforge page. So I went to his Sourceforge page, and I went to Files, ISOs, scroll down, and I downloaded the EzArcher Cinnamon Edition. Imagine that. I did a test install just to make sure before we did this recording. Full disclosure. Always a good thing. Although my crappy DSL and Sourceforge being a slow puppy dog too, kind of like Debian, took about an hour to download. So I saved you guys the agony and pain of watching that happen. Now we're going to start VirtualBox, and yes, we're going to be looking at Linux Mint 5 beta directly, but not in this video. This is my test install. We're going to create a new VM of EzArcher. And it recognizes the Linux. Click Next. 4 gigs of RAM. Click right on through. Just use the defaults. Everybody's seen this 100 times on everybody else's channels. This 32 gigs is enough. And there that is. We're going to go to Settings. We'll go down to System, Processor. We'll give it 2 cores. Gonna go to display. Scale that puppy all the way up to there. And then we're going to go down to here. I always bridge the adapter. I just always have. And we're going to leave the display at this VMSVGA. Sometimes you may have to change it to VBox SVGA or VGA, but right now we're just going to leave it as the default. That works most of the time. Going to go to storage. Choose ISO. Oh, lucky! There we go. The new beta. But we're not worried about that today. We're going to use this one. And there we have it. We're ready to go. I've already installed the guest editions, like I said earlier. So the screen should resize all on its own. At least on the test install it did. But hey, it's a computer, right? And there's all the boot information. This part I like to see. That Plymouth thing where you can't see anything while it's booting. I just never did care for that. Well, that's a fast boot. Okay, the username is already pre-selected, and the password is also the user's name, which is live. Now, this always takes a few seconds because it's decompressing the image. Also, when you boot Cinnamon or any installed OS the first time, it takes a few seconds for it to get its marbles together and get to a screen. So we're going to change the resolution here to something we can all see. I'm going to apply it. And keep it. Okay, we hit Control F again to get out of that screen so we can don't lose our total focus of our keyboard. Okay, we have the screen resolution set. You know, talking's hard. So we're going to close that. This is the install screen. Eznix only provided what comes with the Cinnamon desktop, nothing more, nothing less. On the install, he adds HP printer support, I believe a card game, he installs simple screen recorder, SM player, QUVC view, I can never say that right, Brasso, Audacious, and Asunder CD Ripper, and yes, people still do CDs and DVDs. But we're not here to look at that right now. We're going to go to be easier just to do this. INSTALL. And there we have the installer. And our password alive. Hit enter. And there's Calamaris, which seems to be the main installer nowadays on Linux, which is okay. It's a great tool. Okay, we're in Indiana, so that's cool. I found that. Click next. Default keyboard. Yes, sirree. There's our 32 gig drive up here at the top. Interesting. They're using BIOS. Okay, whatever. That works for me. So we're just going to erase the disk and swap it out and all that fancy stuff. Here we have before and after it does this stuff. We're the master boot record on SDA. We're going to click next. Enter in our name. Host name, password, so we don't lose the space shuttle. No, we don't require super strong passwords. No, we don't want to log it automatically, but we do want to use that password as a root password too. And here's a summary of what we're doing. We're in Indiana. Generic 105 keyboard. There's the current things for the disk. Create a new DOS partition. SDA. ext4. And putting a bootloader on SDA. So we're going to click install. Yes, please. And as you can see, it went right to business, starting to install. So when this gets almost done, we'll come right back. We're going to pause the video. Everybody's seen this 1,000 times. I'll be right back. Just wanted to pop in here and show that we're still moving right along. It's been about 3 minutes. I tried doing this yesterday and I kept having issues with Firefox, EzArcher, and the regular Firefox. It kept screwing up the audio for some reason and putting 3 of everything, the recording and whatnot, in the settings, and it had echoes and repeats after repeats like a Conception, that movie. It was a nasty day yesterday, so I just quit and gave up. So we're redoing it again today. And look, we're done. That took about 4 minutes. Isn't that awesome? Okay, I never use a restart. I always click done. At least in virtual, well, either one, VirtualBox or on Metal. Then I shut down the VM. Open up Oracle. Then we go down to the optical drive, and then I remove. Now we're going to start the VM for the first time, and like I said, It always takes a bit. Well, a boot screen. That's the good news. It always takes a bit for the desktop to come up because it has to get everything together. If you happen to hear a meow meow or a bark bark in the background occasionally, that'll be my critters. Oh, looky, I worked the desktop that fast. Super secret password so I don't launch the space shuttle. I know space shuttle's not a thing anymore, but you know, I'm old. And we're waiting. And waiting. And there's the desktop. Yay! That's awesome. And there you have it. That is the install of EzArcher. This is my preferred way of installing Arch, and then I get to add all the programs I want. As you can see, there's hardly any. Man after my heart, Solitaire. Hardly anything installed. Everything you get is what Cinnamon puts on it. EznixOS does include the HP, LP printer support, and yes, people still use printers nowadays, contrary to what some people say. But he also includes SM Player, Simple Screen. I can never say this. GUBC View. What a name. Brasso, Audacious, and Ascender CD Ripper. And people still rip CDs, so. And you have all the standard tools. There's HTOP for those people that want to see HTOP. Around 571 megs. Everybody wants to see that all the time. Okie dokie, works for me. As you can see, it's running fairly idle on 2 cores. Close that out. He does include a EzMate script. Enter your super secret password, as people love saying. Yeah, I think DT says super complicated. Well, everybody has their own way of saying that. So we have tools to look at failed systemd services. We can check the journal log, clean up the journal space, run system updates, clean package cache, reset all Pacman keys, which does occur occasionally. Here lately, more often than should be. Clean user cache on next boot, and regenerate mirror list. I'm going to click 8 and regenerate a mirror list. Even though I'm in Indiana and he's in Arizona, it might be different. And it's just a good practice to refresh the mirror list after an install. That way when you do the update, you know you're getting the current mirror list next to you. Disregard any errors or warnings you see. They're just timing out or can't be reached. Or, ooh, 403 forbidden. Wow. Naughty. And there you have that. You can also run system update from here. So let's do that. I usually do it on the command line, but We can do it through his script. Wow, looky there. 36 updates. And one of them happens to be a kernel. Well, we're not going to update this VM right now. So we're going to cancel that. Should do some error checking on that. Anyway, there you have it. That is EzArcher installed in a VirtualBox. A very quick and clean and lean way of starting out your new Arch install on Cinnamon. Okay, he also has several other ISOs up on his Sourceforge page. He has XFCE, Mate, KDE, and my favorite Cinnamon. Pretty much anybody's channel I go to, they know I love Cinnamon. Because apparently I'm a big fanboy of Cinnamon. I like FCE too in a pinch. Mate is pretty good. I'm just not a KDE person. But everybody has their own taste, and there's just way too much customization in KDE for me. I'm not a ricer is the current word, but to me it's still customizing. Old school. Once again, 68 years old. With all that said, we're going to close down this machine. Oops, let's not do it that way, Bruce. We're going to log out, shut the machine down, and we're going to call this a done deal. And this is all done on Debian, the EzArcher OS. And as you can see, it's pretty quick. And this is the machine I did in the video the other day. I'm gonna call it the Rock, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a rock. I think this needs a little more customizing. Let's go down here to change desktops. Oh, look, it's all of Eznix curated pictures. That's a nice one. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that one. I kind of like that. Good old lava lamp. Yes. The Eznix signature. He has, I don't know where he finds all these landscapes, but some of them are just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, ain't that cute. Oh, what a nice waterfall. I'm a sucker for waterfalls. There's another one. And another one. How did I do that? That's interesting. I didn't get to see the other one very long. There we go. This stupid mouse, I put a new button in it, and sometimes it doesn't work right. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm going to leave that one. I kind of like that one. So with that, we're going to end this video. Go do some editing. Oh, yeah, the fun part. And there's that word. Then we're going to put it up for viewing. If anybody wants to watch an old man make a fool out of himself, that's okay. So there you have it. It's EzArcher installed in EznixOS Debian Addition with VirtualBox. So be kind to each other. Love each other. You never know when you're going to see them again. God bless. Take care. And you'll see me in another video. Wait a minute. You can't see me. That's okay. You can hear me, right? Testing. Testing. Is this thing on? Take care, everybody. God bless.